A final reflection. Our friend Christian Toto over at Hollywood in Toto writes a really good piece about how Hollywood, where the Me Too movement has sort of got started with Harvey Weinstein, is now kind of letting it die because it's called out too many of its own people. He's saying that people who are under clouds of suspicion, including Morgan Freeman, Chris Hardwick, Casey Affleck, are going back to work. We saw that guy who did the Bohemian Rhapsody being praised for that. And just, he's saying they're letting the Me Too movement die. And I have to tell you, the more I've thought about the Me Too movement, the more I feel my opinions have changed and the more I feel it is actually pulling up a tragic thing. Here's the first thing. That a man, an older man especially, who is in a position of moral mentoring over a young woman, I'm not talking about a woman as young as, say Monica Lewinsky, who uses that power and that position to get sex out of her, has really committed a sin. I mean, that's a bad act. That is a very, very bad act. But at the same time, human sexuality is set up so that exact situation is one of the most explosive, right? The guy is powerful and girls like that. The girl is young and admiring and guys like that. And sometimes in that situation, people actually fall in love for life and everybody likes that. So the point is to take a very explosive situation like that. You need rules. You need rules for the way that people treat each other. And the problem we have, and the thing that makes Me Too so tragic, is that those rules went away. Those rules went away. And I personally blame the feminist logic, which is not logic at all. You want to say that women need men to take care of them, but they don't want to say women need men to take care of them. You want to say women need to be treated as full and free adults. But then if they give their consent to what, like Monica Lewinsky did, to what is essentially an abusive act, then how is the guy to blame if she gave her consent? I mean, many of these cases that come up, these Me Too cases, are not rape cases. They're cases where an actress wanted a job or where she thought, where a secretary thought, well, it's the boss, I better give in. That's a choice that everybody makes. I think the feminists has taught us that it's virtuous to lie about the sexes. It's virtuous not to tell the truth about the differences between men and women. And therefore, we cannot make sensible rules about the way we should treat each other. I think the Me Too movement, as I've said from the very beginning, has a point. It has now been twisted and corrupted to use it for politics, to get at a Brett Kavanaugh, but to let, the guy in Virginia, the assistant mayor, the vice governor, in Virginia, go free. Nobody's going after him. It's some very substantial charges for some very substantial charges. And I think that feminists and the left have so destroyed the rules of sexual engagement that what always happens is it's the weak who suffer. It's the person who is second on the totem pole who gets really put in a bad position. And I think it's a shame. I think really it is, because the Me Too movement has a lot to say and a lot that should be and maybe we should stop listening to the feminists and change the rules. Mailbag tomorrow. I'm Andrew Klavan. This is The Andrew Klavan Show. I will see you then.